So let's talk about 5 ways to get over limerence. If your partner recently had an affair and ended it, they might really be struggling with limerence. Limerence, if you haven't heard of it yet, is an addiction, a fantasy, a hyper infatuation that someone has with their affair partner. It's not really based in reality. It's based in a lot of ideas and magical thinking and fantasy thinking about the AP. And it can be hard when somebody breaks off an affair for them to let go of this fantasy idea that they had. And so they end up in this sort of state of limerence where they're sort of obsessed with this fantasy and struggling to let it go. So here are 5 ways to break out of that if you want to completely end the affair and resume having a healthy relationship with your original partner. Okay, the first thing to do is to recognize that it's sort of an addiction and that your brain is pushing a lot of unhelpful thoughts to you to encourage you to act out and get more dopamine, serotonin, and oxytocin. So you really want to resist this. You want to resist engaging with thinking about the AP, fantasizing about the AP, certainly contacting the AP. Push out all those negative, unhelpful thoughts. The second thing is that you want to talk back to your brain and you want to tell it, we are not going there, that we are not going to engage in fantasy. We're not going to engage in what if we could have this perfect thing in the future. We're just not doing that because we don't know for sure that that would happen, and odds are it wouldn't. So we're not going to indulge in those unhelpful thoughts. The third thing to do is to really start thinking about negative things about the affair partner. Start recalling, negative experiences you've had, negative moments of communication, any negative traits that you noticed, and really kind of blow those up, enhance those in your mind. Tell yourself, this person is not the person for me for these negative reasons. This person would not create this fantasy life with me for those negative reasons. Picture a very negative, unhappy, unfulfilled future with this person, and it'll start to squash that fantasy that your brain wants to keep creating. The fourth thing is to start getting dopamine for yourself in healthy ways, not unhealthy ways like the past. So healthy ways to get dopamine are to do different things like volunteering would give you some healthy dopamine, exercise, and it doesn't have to be big. It could just be taking a walk. But if you want to do more than that, swimming, running, anything that's very physically active is going to give you more dopamine. Doing some fun activity, whether that's playing a puzzle or watching a great show on Netflix or, boating with your friends, whatever seems fun, that'll give you dopamine in a healthy way. Listening to music, meditation, doing something creative, all of that gives you dopamine in healthy ways. So do that instead of engaging in fantasy thinking. And then finally, and probably the most important step, is to really think about all the positives your partner has. Really focus on what are they doing well? What do they do that's really lovable? What are these wonderful moments you see them having where they're kind to the kids, kind to other people, really funny? Catch them in moments of doing good and remind yourself, this is the person for me. I do love this person. This person has a lot of wonderful attributes. I'm lucky to have this person. And then imagine a very positive, loving, wonderful future with them. Nobody is perfect, right? Don't tell yourself that there's a perfect person out there who's going to, make you happy and you'll have a problem-free life. That just doesn't exist. Focus on the partner you have that you love and create the most wonderful life with them that you can. That is going to lead to a lot more happiness than any kind of fantasy thinking about some ideal partner that probably doesn't exist. All right, so I hope these help someone, you possibly, break out of limerence. If you're struggling with this, let us know. If we can help you, let us know. And if you've got another tip that helped you break out of limerence or your partner break out, share it because we can talk about it and help each other. Okay, good luck.